The Senate has asked the management of Aero Contractors to withdraw the dismissal letters issued to staff of the airline. The Senate Committee on Aviation gave the directive at a meeting with the management of Aero and unions in the aviation sector to intervene in the ongoing industrial crisis in the airline. The manager of Aero Contractors on March the 13th dismissed 655 workers, a move that prompted a strike action by the staff.
As we speak, sir, we are going through what we call a recertification or re-verification or reassessment of the staff that were asked to leave. 499 staff were asked to leave after the action that happened some 10 days ago. Of that 499 staff that were asked to leave, 268 are already back in the system working. So the process of filling the gaps that occurred as a result of the action 10 days ago, we are already on the path to filling those gaps. We are already bringing back staff to fill those gaps. Now, the staff that we have not yet called back in to be reassessed will be called back in to be reassessed. It is that reassessment that will, in black and white, we'll work with the unions, of course, and we'll sign up to this, of course, is that reassessment that will allow us to pick and choose the appropriate individuals for the appropriate jobs. There will be some excess fat. There will be some individuals who will not be able to come back into the system because the system now is the new Aero.
Aero Contractors say they are restructuring. Including the union, they are not going to be against restructuring because it's a business owned by people. But who are saying that the thing must be given human face. If you don't think that 1,000 workers you have, you can still carry them, assuming 200 or 300 are going to go, let there be a process that you must use to let them go out. Those that are supposed to be paid severance will be paid severance. Those that have worked for you maybe since 20 years or 50 years, that are no longer very productive, you must create some kind of compensate and say, oh, okay, goodbye, my brother. Because the relationship must continue to remain cordial, whether they're still working with you or they're not working with you. And what is more, if this is not done, you will not be able to retrieve the company's properties in their possession, including this identity card this NCA is saying. Because if they are allowed to go with those ID cards, they become tax at the airport. They will use those ID cards to assess strategic areas at the airport. And it improves on security. So I think that the first thing we will do is to withdraw those dismissal letters and record these people. And then, between now and the next 2-3 weeks, do a process. If it is the appraisal process, you do the appraisal process and know those you still need and those you don't need.
You need to sack.
Those you don't need, you work out to their disengagement.